sorry. Thank you for coming.
You're able to be there tonight, watching on a big screen, surrounded by fellow folk who are all willing to laugh and enjoy themselves. There's nothing better than this.
I think it's just great that people still find something to laugh at in these hijinks in Scotland of the nights and all that.
You realise that this is the 50th anniversary of the Holy Grail.
And there's still some of us Pythons not dead yet.
I didn't think I'd last 50 years, let alone the movie itself.
It's almost incredible to think that 50 years ago we went up to Scotland to make an extraordinarily uncomfortable film in the Scottish spring, which means it just rains gently all the time and it's pretty cold. And we went up there and got paid nothing. And remember we said we're the first people in history to form a company in order to exploit ourselves.
We set out to make a proper film, a real film with horses. Luckily, we didn't have the money to achieve our dreams. Horses are very expensive, they're difficult to work with, they want to be constantly fed, they want their shoveled out in the evening. We couldn't afford our dream, thank God. What we had instead, coconuts. Coconuts are delightful creatures. They're so simple, they're so amenable, willing to help. You just hold on to them, cut them in half, scrape out their little guts, and bam, you have horses without all the nonsense. And that is why the film has lasted as long as it has.
I did a part which was actually cut, which was the mud eater. I had to go and eat mud as in the opening scene and bring out your dead. And they'd specially put a little bit of chocolate at a certain part. They said, Mike, you wouldn't have to eat mud, eat the chocolate. And we did about 8 different takes. About that time, all the chocolate had gone and I was eating some old pig stain stuff. But the final indignity was that the mud eater was cut because he actually, as I walked through, as I crawled through camera, they saw my back and said, we'll have to do it again. We saw Mike's back. And I just flipped. I've never got quite so angry in my life on film. And I berated the 2 terriers for it. And at the end of this outburst of mine, Graham and John just applauded very politely. They were so pleased. They'd never seen me lose my rank before.
What do I remember most? And it's the discomfort getting up there on the hillside. We had about 3 or 4 umbrellas between about 37 of us, and it started to rain. And this chain mail we were wearing, which is knitted string, would get quite wet by about midday, and then we'd be in it for the rest of the day. And then when we finished, there was a race, a mad race to get in the cars to drive to the hotel before all the hot water had gone. It was absolutely awful. But we were young, so we deserved it.
It is a very silly film, but it's beautifully shot and it looks wonderful. So I'm really pleased that it's lasted.
I'm delighted to say thank you for being there and thank you for enjoying what we young guys did so many years ago when we and the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Enjoy.